goes with it, so a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
That completion sets up a second down play. We'll give it to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. At the 30 now. The 10. Touchdown, UCF. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Running back grabs it on a screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, nice. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down. First down here for this offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Third down after that running play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They're going to run the option. They'll toss it to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Third down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
Looking to throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it's an incompletion here. And I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The Buffaloes will have to kick this away. That's the first punt today for the offense. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot it down at the 15. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Not able to connect, incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Trying for a 4th down completion. Tries to get it to the running back. Oh, that one's picked off. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And that's a solid game for the defense, able to bring him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He'll hand it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Hey, good job by the defense here, not being surprised on 3rd down and 1. The offense elects to throw the ball instead of running for the 1st down, and the defense is able to come up with a sack.
The Buffaloes will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Tackle made at the 13, but here we go, a red zone opportunity.
Hey, they hit this for the 1st down, and I kind of like the approach. Be aggressive. Show your players that you believe in them, especially early in the game like this. Take a chance, and here it works out for him.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. He flips it to the back across the middle. Touchdown, Colorado. Strong game by this quarterback.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. flyyyC is good. They still trail, though. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. Did you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Play action here on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. That big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. Finally goes out of bounds, but a big play by this offense on the final play of the first quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Tailback takes the handoff again. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The Knights come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And third and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, UCF. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So they'll try to add the lead down with the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Is back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? He'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, a big play here by the quarterback and the receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it fly out of the wideout. And he throws his third interception of the day. And he's got some open field ahead. At the 30 now. Crosses the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Knights. And the interception taken to the house. A big 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
From their own 8-yard line now, it's 2nd and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs.
We're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They're going to run it here. Oh, and he fumbles. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here comes a handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Oh, it's a reverse. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
You know, even with positive yards or gains here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. Just ran away from the defense.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
They'll try the option play here. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The Knights will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Dumps it down to the back. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the 1st down marker.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
So we reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Quick throw caught on the left side. Hits into space at the 50. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. BAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. comes the UCF offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On 1st and 10, looking to throw, and he lofts it toward the sideline. Big gain, catch made at the 30. Touchdown, Knights. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. Second down after that completion. And he drops back in the gun. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Took contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And the Buffaloes will have to punt this one away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 10-yard line. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The sure hands, it's Richardson. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room. The Knights will come to the line to crank up the tempo. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for a deep completion. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense really clicking here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. The defense showing blitz here. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Breaks loose at the 45. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Hit as he released it. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football. Or maybe completely overhaul. And
testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. Minter's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buffaloes will kick this away to begin the second half. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30. Touchdown, UCF. And the route is on. Well, the defense has had no answer for this pitch and catch combination. They are closing in on the conference championship now.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback because he's making such good decisions with the football. He's finding his guy. They're moving him around, finding different ways to get him the ball. And I'd just love to see the quarterback, anytime you're making good decisions and you're making accurate throws, you got a chance for a big game.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On third down, he drops to throw. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
He's going for a big play downfield. It's a fourth down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Here comes the bunch formation. Takes the handoff again. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, that's a play where they're designed to try to trick the defense. Now, they didn't gain a huge chunk of yards, but the good news is they did pick up a first down.
The Knights' offense is on the move now. They'll run it here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Looking for 6. Touchdown, Knights. And this one is getting ugly.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Point after, up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, how about that? Another call and another bad result for this offense. Kind of a microcosm of how this entire football game has gone. They're just trying to bleed that clock and get out of here. Nothing working at all.
went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. He'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Ringo.
Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Getting set. Here's second down.
42
It's an option look. Pitch to the back. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? He's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 10. Touchdown, UCF. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
We talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's looking deep here. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 20. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Knights.
Chris, how about the safety here? Just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception. And I love that he's got the speed in the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
Point after, not quite through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Pass falls incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he slings this pass over the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Colorado. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes Makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner trying to create good field position. And the returner is brought down. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? And now the handoff.
For the defense coordinator this week, already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The Knights looking to run some tempo here. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Ball handed off. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. There's the handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Head coach stays aggressive after failing on the last two fourth down attempts. They'll run it to the right side. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on fourth down and one, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call.
It's a fumble. The offense recovers the fumble. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
The Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Oh, here comes the reverse. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here. And it's not going to change anytime.
He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, UCF. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And the point after is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, yeah, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
They look to throw it here on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Going to try to use his legs here. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a fourth down decision coming up. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Sails it way high out of the end zone and incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know you're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a fourth down now.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball, does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. And the Buffaloes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
You talk about a dream football game at the college level. This guy's now over 400 yards passing today.
First down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Receiver makes the grab. Touchdown, Buffs. This offense is still clicking. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And it's good. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Second down play coming up. And here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
Ball back at the 6 for second and goal off that loss. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Touchdown, nice. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. The shotgun running play call. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They're going to run it. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Second down, we're going to throw it. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. On third down, he drops to throw. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
4th down and very long, but the offense is still on the field. They're going to go. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got a man down the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Excellent field position here for the offense. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Here's the second down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. This pass is incomplete. 0-0 on the clock. That's it. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.